Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your internet big sister here. Welcome back if you guys don't know who I am. My name is Mariaagloriaa and I'm here to help you become the woman of your dreams. It's kind of what I do here. I usually talk makeup, I review products, I talk fashion, I talk style. I talk a lot about outer beauty and how that can help your inner confidence and your inner beauty just blossom. But I've been getting a lot more personal with you guys and I've been kind of doing different style content and letting you guys in a little bit more on me, on my life, on my journey. And it's just kind of led to us getting to know each other better and to you guys wanting to know me a little bit better as well, which has always kind of baffled me. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm nobody, because I'm somebody. I'm definitely somebody. I'm very proud of who I'm becoming and who I'm growing into. But just the fact that you guys are curious about my life, like I'm just like I'm a 28-year-old little brown girl, you know, like from California, Northern California, not even the part everybody talks about. But for years and now, especially in these last couple months, I've gotten a lot of questions of like, how are you so confident? How do you stay so confident? Like, how do you love yourself so much? How do you love yourself? First of all, like, can you give us tips? Can you give us tricks? Can you tell us like how you did it after your divorce? Because I've talked about my divorce quite a bit now, like these past few months, which was something that was very difficult for me to talk about in the beginning. And now I can actually like talk about it and joke about it and look at it as such a beautiful moment that needed to happen, as opposed to when I was going through it, it was like the most horrible point of my life, which we're gonna talk about today. Basically, what you guys want me to touch on more is my self-love journey and how I became the woman you guys now see and you guys are now watching. So this video is going to be just that. I'm going to tell you guys about my self-growth and my self-love journey, and 3 things that nobody ever talks about that I feel like should be talked about, because they are truly the game changers when it comes to your self-love journey. So to get us started, I'm gonna make one thing very clear. Even though you guys are watching me and you guys might be in a place in your life where you just want somebody to hold your hand and guide you through the exit of whatever horrible moments you're going through, I'm gonna burst your bubble and tell you it starts and ends with you. And you alone gotta ride this journey and gotta ride it out to the end. And I know that sounds very scary, but the silver lining that I can tell you is that you, baby girl, have no idea how truly powerful you are, because you are watching this video. I can tell you that right now. You have not yet opened yourself to receive and use all the power that the universe has in store for you and that you are right now harboring. You are a lot more powerful than you think you are, and you are a lot stronger than you can even fathom. And I know you're watching this video and you're like, no, I can't do it on my own. I've been struggling for years. No, you can and you will. It just takes time. And everybody is on their own course and on their own timeline, and everybody's story is going to be different. Some women are gonna get through it quicker, some women are gonna take years. I personally took years, and it's okay because everybody's journey is going to be specific for them, and it's the journey that they're supposed to have and that they're meant to have. But it all starts and ends with you. The first thing that I realized that nobody ever really talks about when you're starting your self-love journey is where it all starts is going to be at your lowest point. Mine definitely started at my lowest point. Mine started when I got divorced and when I decided to separate from my ex-husband, who was living in Maryland at the time. So I literally moved across the country with our 1-year-old daughter. I left him and decided that I just no longer wanted to be with him physically and that we needed space. And at that point, I realized that even though we weren't done, something had ended and I was already very much in the grieving process. And this leads me to what I felt was rock bottom, because for me it truly was. I didn't have a college education, a job to fall back on, a job to go back to, money, savings, none of that. And I moved right back into my parents' house, which if you guys watch my divorce video, that is the last place I wanted to be in. But what nobody tells you about rock bottom is that while you may think it's the most horrible place in the world and it's like the place nobody should be in, it's actually the place everybody should land in, and it's actually one of the most glorious places you could be. Because once you're in rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And once you see that and you see the positive twist in that, that's when life really opens up and shifts and moves and adjusts to help you grow without you even knowing. Rock bottom, it's gonna happen. And I feel like, as crappy as it is to admit, that's 99% of the time the trigger for most people to say, I no longer want to live like this. I need to be better. Your self-love journey, it's gonna grow from mud, but it's gonna blossom into something so beautiful if you allow it. You just have to nurture that growth. I can honestly say this, I truly hated myself. And raise of hands, because I know I'm not alone here, if you have felt that you are already at rock bottom or know what I mean when I say the beauty starts at rock bottom. Please let me know in the comment sections, because I promise you, you are not alone. I know you're watching this video thinking, no, nobody else understands me. Nobody else knows what I'm going through. I promise you, baby girl, somebody down there knows. I can relate, and it's all part of the journey. Lesson number 2 that nobody really tells you. You don't just become confident and then it just happens, but it does get easier. I don't know if that makes sense to you, because you never just become confident. You don't wake up one day and you're suddenly this unshakable, unbendable, unmovable, loving yourself so far up your butt creature. It doesn't just happen. It gradually happens and it gets easier, but it never really becomes easy. And I know that the right ones are listening to this right now and you're like, girl, you nailed it on the head, because as much as it doesn't make sense, it makes sense. And once you get to the point where I'm at right now, like, you're gonna understand exactly what I'm saying. But let me break it down for you. You're never just gonna wake up and love yourself. It doesn't just happen like that. It doesn't happen overnight. It literally is growth. Just like you didn't just have boobs one day, or in my case, never really got boobs. You didn't just grow up one day. You didn't just develop overnight. It all happened in stages, and it all happened gradually. The only difference is when you're growing up, for us humans, it's just natural. Like, we just do it. We just grow. Our bones just stretch. Our skin just changes. Our hair just grows. It's inevitable. When it comes to self-growth mentally, it's something you have to do, and something you have to practice, and something you have to be very conscious about. When you are trying to become a better person, when you are trying to better yourself and become the woman of your dreams and grow this confidence muscle, it takes work and it takes conscious effort. It doesn't just happen. And going to the mental and the spiritual gym is so much harder than physically going to the gym, because you know where a Planet Fitness is. You can Google a gym near you right now. But going into your mind, where you are scrambled, where you are lost, where you are feeling defeated, where you just hate yourself and you don't necessarily know what to work out. So here are some things that kind of helped me unscramble my brain and find my mental gym. I started visualizing the life that I wanted every single morning, and I would write down goals every single morning. And once I tangibly saw a list of things that I wanted, I started realizing that there are things I already had, and it sprung me right into gratitude, which gratitude was the biggest force in my life that I can tell you right now changed everything and has led me to achieve even more of what I wanted. Once I started seeing that all I wanted was a loving family, I realized that I already have that. I have my parents who took me in. I have my daughter. I actually have a lot more to be grateful for than ungrateful for. The only thing that I didn't have at the moment was a partner that loved me and adored me the way I wanted to be loved and adored and appreciated. But once I got clear on that, I was able to start saying, thank you, universe, for a man that loves me and adores me and cares about my daughter unconditionally. And that in itself was manifesting. And that in turn brought me into the life that I'm living right now where I'm married and living and having babies with a man that loves me unconditionally, adores my daughter unconditionally, and shows me every day that my mind is so powerful. It's dumb. So wherever you are in your life right now, write a list of everything you are grateful for. Write a list of everything you are wanting and start living like you already have those things. That's gonna take you to the mental gym. Do this every single day. Do this twice a day. Do this for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't care. This is something I still do every single day, which leads me to my third point. I feel like this is actually one that is kind of talked about, but not very practiced. It's being consistent. It's a daily practice that is never ending. This is where I feel like I lose a lot of people, because people are like, oh, you wake up one day and you're confident and you just stay confident the rest of your life and that's just how it works. No, it's a muscle that you build daily, and if you work it out daily, it does become stronger. It absolutely does become stronger, but it's also a muscle that if you stop using and stop working out, it's gonna leave and it's gonna disappear and you're gonna forget how to get it back, and getting it back is gonna be a lot harder than you think. Trust me, I've ridden that journey many times. I've thought I'm good now, and then life throws something at me because life is funny that way, and I realize, oops, maybe I should have kept up with going to the spiritual gym and keeping up with my journaling, with my visualizing, with my gratitude list, with all these things that helped me get to the point where I am now. And it is overwhelming because you think to yourself, oh, I'm gonna have to commit to this for the rest of my life, every single day. When you think of that, it's very overwhelming, but you have to love yourself so much and understand that if you want to become the woman of your dreams, and if you want to live the life that you've always wanted, you are going to have to commit to one person and one person only, and that is yourself. And by committing to yourself, you are committed to bettering yourself. Just like when you commit to a partner, you commit to them through the good, through the bad, through sickness, through health, through rich and poor. It baffles me how it's so normalized to do that with another person. And even with our children, we do that instinctually. It's not even a thought, it just happens. But to commit to ourselves, for some reason, it's so hard. And that's why when I say it's a daily practice you have to do every single day, people shudder and people give up almost immediately, when really you're just committing to yourself. It's probably the most important point in this whole self-love journey. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to take 5 minutes to yourself. I wake up every single day and the first thing I do is I write in my gratitude journal, and then I write out my goals, and then I meditate. I visualize the day I'm going to have, the year I'm going to have, the month, everything that I want to manifest. I think about in that moment, and I do it in the morning when I'm still tired, when I'm still sleepy, because it's the only time I have to myself where I'm not working. It's my only time to myself, so I make it a priority to wake up and take time for me, because I am a priority and I am committed to me and I am committed to becoming the best version of myself. And because I'm choosing me, that means my kids are gonna have the best, happiest, just most loving mother. My husband's gonna have the most present, the most loving, the most vibrant wife, because I choose myself and because I decided that I'm choosing me. I know a lot of this can be overwhelming. I know a lot of people are gonna roll their eyes at, like, girl, I'm not gonna wake up at 5 a.m., you're crazy. Don't, I'm not telling you to. If you can squeeze it in at midnight, if you're a night person, if you can squeeze it in during your lunch break and just go sit in your car, I don't know, what have you. Just don't make excuses, just do it. Just taking small actions every day will lead you here. Like I said, my journey took me years, but it started with small actions every single day. Your progress might be a lot quicker, you might move a lot quicker, but it all starts with movement, and it all starts with taking one small step and choosing you. Because baby girl, it's crazy what you deserve. thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video is so different, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section down below. Ring that notification bell for my future uploads. Subscribe for future uploads. We got a lot cooking. Your internet big sis. She's got a lot going on here and here. It's just all good things. It's all good things, guys. We're cooking with gas.